Hi, I'm Robert. Welcome back to another on the road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Stop. Before you begin any repair, unplug the appliance from the wall outlet. It is also recommended that you check for proper voltage. Remember to also turn off the water. I'm Robert with ApplianceVideo.com. Today we're working on a Roper top-load washing machine. It's the direct drive style. I've determined that the secondary pressure switch is bad. It's not filling up all the way in rinse. So we're going to go ahead and replace that pressure switch kit. To complete this repair, you will need a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. We're going to start by removing the 2 screws behind the console. There's one located on each end cap, or at least we get them unscrewed. They might stay in the end cap as we pull up the top. Okay, with the 2 screws loosened, we'll pull forward and up on the console, revealing the controls. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to release and remove these clips that hold the cabinet on. So we're going to pry forward and lift up, slide the clip out. Same on this side, pry, lift, slide, and we'll disengage the lid switch Molex. Now the entire cabinet will tilt forward, and then you release it and set the cabinet to the side. Okay, I've laid out the part, and you note that this one has a long stem on it and this one does not. Okay, this one is the one that goes all the way to the left with the knob on it, which I'll be removing in a second, and then the hose goes down to the back side of the tub. Now note here we have a wire tie clip that I'll have to undo from the back wall. I'll do that when I get the knob off. So we'll flip the control console back over and remove the water level switch knob, set it aside. Then I'm going to reach back and squeeze the pins on that holding tie and pull out and flip the console back. You can see where I've disengaged it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to twist and unlock the pressure control. I pulled on this tab to unlock it and twisted and unplug the Molex plug. And I'm going to repeat the process with this pressure control. Now I'll let that hang inside the washer. I'm going to go down to the air bell down here and pull the pressure hose off of the air bell. I'm going to take it out of this little lock piece that they have. Pull straight up. And then release it from a clip there. And then slide the hose through this clip that retains it to the back wall. And your pressure hose assembly is removed. Now I'm going to take my new pressure switch assembly, lay that inside the washer, and I'm going to feed the pressure hose down through the clip that retains it to the back wall. And now once I've gotten to this point, I'm going to bring the hose over and push that little locking clip through the back wall, like so. Then I'm going to route the pressure hose through that clip on the back wall right next to the capacitor, and then install on the air bell just presses down onto the top of the air bell, and then put it back in the retainer clip on the side of the tub. Now we're going to take our Molex plug and we're going to plug that back in, and note that the plug is keyed, so you have two tabs that go on this side and one on that side. And if you look at your Molex plug, you've got two tabs and one. So it's going to plug in just like that. And then we're going to get it in place. Notice we have kind of a square block here, and you want to match that square block with the hole. Okay. Twist to lock. You hear it clip in. Now we're going to take the other pressure hose and bring it over. Plug in our Molex. Again, it's tabbed, so you can only plug it in one way. We'll insert the stem or the knob receiver through, match up our square hole, and twist to lock. And now the pressure switch assembly is installed. Now in reinstalling the case, we're going to bring it back because we have such little room to work with, and we're going to
let's cut and or just continue. Go ahead.
Pivot around. Now, what I would like you to take note of is the dark rail at the bottom, right in front of the pump assembly. The way that the cabinet has to go on is the front lip of the cabinet is going to slide under that dark lip, and then it's going to lean forward onto the side rails. Now we'll rock the cabinet back in place and get our lid switch harness up so it doesn't get caught. Now, when you're setting it back, it's a good idea to lock your fingers on the nylon caps that go all the way down the back, and then press the cabinet in place, because there's tabs on the bottom of the frame that lock into the cabinet. Once it's down in place, we will reinstall our clips, hook it in the tab in the back wall, rest it in the holes, and press to lock. And repeat that process on the opposite side. And reconnect our lid switch Molex. Now we're ready to flip the console back on top, put the knob back on, and screw down the end caps. Now you're going to bring the console forward, lift up slightly, and rock it back into place. Now we'll tighten down the number 2 Phillips screw that locks the end caps down to keep the console in place. You'll know you're getting there when you start to hear these little plastic clicks. And that is your driver clicking against the little lock tab on the screw. And finally, we will replace the knob. And we will test in rinse just to make sure that the unit fills to the right level. There is an adjustment within the secondary pressure switch which you cannot see. It's the one that doesn't have the knob. The other day when I was here, I attempted to move the setting on that adjustment and had no change in water fill. So today it was set at that level, which is the low level, and after testing it, I adjusted it to the high setting and it filled the rest of the way and stopped like it was supposed to. So that completes the repair. The consumer is now up and running. Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.